Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Full Tilt Grading, and we're back on a Tim job. So today, basically what we have to do is, we already got our inspection, we passed. We have to pour the concrete, backfill this thing, put fabric down, compact it, and get out of here. Also, we have to go pick up a bucket from a Bobcat dealer for the famous Brad, one of the PMs we work for from the company. Anyway, this is day 2 of this job. We're back. We left the 304, the new one here. That's the E2 model. So now we wait for concrete. It's not coming till 1, and sadly it's only 9:20, so we have a long wait. Well, we were headed to go get the bucket for Brad, the PM, but turns out that Brad bought this bucket for $500 on eBay, and they already sold the bucket a week ago. So we turned around, came back, and now we're back to work. We brought brand new fabric with us. We already cut the roll at 6 feet wide. I know most of you guys are thinking, if it didn't have fabric, don't put it in, but it's the right thing to do. We're not going to be like the last guy and not do the job right. Has arrived, and Ed's favorite type of concrete truck, a rear discharge. So we're gonna let this stuff spin for a second. We ordered this stuff with Excavator. I'm not sure what percentage Ed got it at, to be honest with you, but it is a 4,000 PSI with air. We're gonna pour this thing probably about a 5 slump. Hopefully we have all of our concrete tools ready to go. Again, this pad's number 6 rebar, 12 inches on centers. We got our box, pretty much typical thing Full Tilt usually does. Easy generator pad, guys. We got all the concrete down. The driver did a good job on this one. Hey, usually the rear drivers do make a mess on our site. This one didn't.
Perfect, man.
No, not at all. So what do you have to say, Ed?
Oh, good driver, man. Backed in here, put the concrete in the forms, not out of the forms. Didn't blow the box around. It's perfect. Scrape the chute down, and that's what we had left right there. That's perfect.
Also, I told you guys I wasn't sure on what Ed ordered with the Excavator. He got 3%, so that's what we were using.
Non-chloride.
That's right.
Anybody ordering that doesn't order concrete all the time, if you've got steel in your pad, never get a chloride-based accelerator or retarder, because it will eat your steel. So make sure non-chloride with steel in the pad.
All right, we got this one all wrapped up. Ed just working on grading his way out with the machine. So this one's all done. Now tomorrow, which is Tuesday, we're gonna head out to that job that we started last week as well. Basically just, we're gonna prep for concrete, pour the concrete, pretty much get out of there for the day. Kind of like the same thing we did today. And Wednesday, I'm not sure where we're headed yet, but we'll find out. If not, we'll be working on a Takeuchi all day. Morning YouTube. We're back on site with Cat 304E2. So same thing, this site was from our last video. And we didn't have the right forms to form this thing up, so we didn't think we were coming back. We just left it as is. Now, basically what we have to do today is prep for concrete. We have to backfill this trench after we take pictures for inspection. So they tell us after we left it open, all the rain came. They told us it's picture inspection. Otherwise, we would have had it backfilled already. Also, we're gonna throw a strut on there to secure those pipes to it. Ed's working on building the forms now. Morning, Ed.
Hey guys, good morning.
Alright, so we didn't get a lot of footage yet this morning. We've been busy working hard, trying to get ready for concrete, so we didn't backfill anything yet. Ed and myself got all this stuff back together. We got our forms in, the height, chamfer strips in, steels in, all that good stuff. Now this pad is spec'd to be number 5 rebar. For whatever reason, it's 12 inches thick, 4,000 PSI with air. What are we gonna get, 3%?
Yeah, 3% accelerator. Yeah, it's weird. Out here, like on the eastern side of PA, they want number 5 rebar. Out in western PA, they spec everything for number 6. So I think it just depends on the engineer. There's different engineers for different areas.
So right now, guys, Ed is doing about the stupidest thing you could ever think of. We have to take pictures for these jobs, and now we used to use a Dropbox system. Now they're using an app. I'm not going to talk about what the app is, but the app, how bad it is, it just sucks. It's horrible. I mean, Ed has
an hour every morning
trying to get in.
Just trying to get into the site.
And full tilt, we don't even have an account yet. We're using an office personnel account. They say we have an account. Ed checks his email every day. There's no account, no account.
You had an account, and now they're saying, ah.
I got it, Ed. Has arrived, and Ed's in a good mood. Why, Ed?
That's right, we got a front truck.
That's right, buddy.
This guy tells me they only have one, so our chances are real good today.
So guys, meet Sam, the operator of the concrete truck drive. Alright, so basically we're doing the same thing we talked about earlier, pouring 12 inches of concrete. Nothing fancy. We're going to put this stuff down, let it set up, broom it off, and get out of here. So thank you, sir. We appreciate your help.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. Thank you. We'll see you on YouTube.
So, the pour went absolutely great. Sam's a great driver. Yesterday, we had to shovel all that stuff in around the box. Sam was able to work it all in. We didn't have to do much shoveling at all. And that's always nice because Ed and I were lazy. Anyway, I'm going to go around and scrape these forms off after I bull float.
I have to do it from this end because of that cabinet. What's that? No, we're good. We got plenty. Ah, that's all right. We got a bucket. Your hose is hanging low though.
So I know we really don't talk about our concrete finishing much. Basically, when we finish concrete, we always use a mag float. Rarely do we use a steel trowel before we broom. We never use only a steel trowel. It's a big no-no. We don't ever do that. It seals up the concrete, doesn't let it evaporate. So, like I say, Ed's gonna use the mag, go around it, kind of lick it up a little bit.
One more hit on it.
One more hit. But I mean, we rarely use steel trowel, only when we need it. Like yesterday we needed it.
Had to, because we had to put some water on it, because it just, the mix felt goofy. I tell you, you never get two loads the same, mainly because we travel so much. So we're always pouring concrete from different plants all the time. So yesterday's concrete was, not only did we have a stupid rear discharge truck, we had concrete that just did not feel good at all. Like even when we finished it, I felt like I could just stick my hand all the way down to the bottom of it.
The cement.
Where this stuff here feels like it's actually setting up the way it should be.
Yeah.
Setting up consistently.
Now when this stuff came out, it was a little stony, I think.
Well, the stones were bigger.
Yeah.
But they,
I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go.
It stayed put. You know what I mean? When you vibed it in and we screwed it off, it stayed put. Yesterday's concrete, we vibed it in, and then it almost seemed like it settled out like a 16th. And we did the exact same thing as we did today.
Another thing I'm going to touch on quick about the vibrator. So with vibrating concrete, there is technically a way that it works. So basically, whatever the head of the vibrator is, for every inch, it affects 15 inches. It's either 15 or 16 inches of concrete in the surrounding areas. So keep that in mind. That's how you kind of get your head size for what vibrator you need. Also, no. Also, you always want to make sure you put that vibrator at a straight 90. For whatever reason, technically, an inspector can flag you for that.
Well, guys, another simple generator pad. Yeah, by no means are we concrete finishers whatsoever. Like guys that I know, like Mike and Don and Ted, Bob, they're concrete finishers. And
well, you also have, we're not going to say who, we also have concrete starters that can't finish. That's a thing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I couldn't go out there and like a pad this big. I couldn't go out there and put that down and finish it.
No, I mean, we don't know how to.
I could help with it, but
yeah,
I wouldn't want to be in charge of it. So.
I mean, you've never ran a power trowel or anything, right?
I have in my own basement. But,
okay.
But with somebody that knew what they were doing.
Sort of picked up pieces.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, just because we do this little bit of concrete, we do not profess to be concrete finishers. But we'll try anything. You just, at the end of the day, you got to look at something and say, would I pay for that? And if you would pay for it, then you probably did a good job. If you wouldn't pay for it, then let somebody that's professional do it.
Also, Ed, touch on where we're headed right now.
We're headed to the next job, Brandonville. We got to go build a crane pad there, so we're going to drop off the 304, and then we're going to go home and hopefully get the Takahauchi ready to go and deliver that tomorrow. We got to meet the crane company out there tomorrow and go over what they need, and then you know, get it all built, get the stone trucked in. So please like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate you watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Again, hit that thumbs up button.
I knew you said not talk.
Please like and subscribe.